we're playing a little bit of catch-up from the weekend, but want to talk about dental records that are a match to Brian Laundrie's remains. They were found at the end of last week. The case first attracted widespread attention after Petito's family reported her missing, Gabby Petito, on September 11th. Laundrie then disappeared from his parents in Florida just days before Petito's remains were found in a national forest in Wyoming. The remains were found...
Let me ask you this. What percentage of murders, whether it's this kind of murder, or drive-by shootings, or I'm going to kill this spouse and collect the insurance, what percentage of people that did the killing 72 hours after the killing wouldn't go, you know what, I wish I didn't do that? Because it feels like it's into the high 80s, maybe the low 90s.
Probably close to 100.
With that in mind,
regret?
Yeah, well, not
whoopsie-daisy?
even I miss my ex, whoever.
But now I'm in
It's
trouble.
like, I'm a fucking on the lam now.
I'm an absolute idiot.
Right.
Considering, I think it's into the mid 90s. Like it's the same as they talk about with everyone who jumps off the bridges.
Yeah.
As soon as they leave the railing, they're like, oh, I wish I didn't do this.
Yeah, there's no rope here.
We can't unring this bell.
Well, and the criminal...
But considering
whether
it's the stranger with the stray bullet and the drive-by thing and the gang infested or whatever, or the planned whatever, the crime of passion, murder, considering it's that high, the regret...
Yeah. Take a beat.
It seems like there's a lot of it going on, considering almost everyone would go, fuck, I wish I never did that.
Absolutely. And the criminal defense attorney, Mark O'Mara, said the most reasonable explanation is that he killed himself, but it's unclear if he really did. They're still trying to figure that out. How he spent his time in this reserve. The parents, of course, not shocking, they don't want a traditional funeral for this guy, so they're just having him cremated. So we might never know what happened.
Well, don't we have to get all the official particulars before they're
I would think so,
cremated?
but there will be no, there's not going to be a wake and a viewing. He will be cremated and returned to them. But again, how did he die? Don't know.
Well, I think they'll figure it out.
I think they will, but I mean...
Well, no, the investigators will... The forensic guys are so fucking good. I mean, they go deep now.
But if you're in the Everglades, it could be a fucking alligator. We don't know.
Well, if it is, then they'll probably figure out if it's an alligator, and if it's a bullet.
I hope it's an alligator.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
I think he killed himself and then the alligator.
In that order.
I said he killed himself.
How would he kill himself and kill an alligator?
Jumped off the bridge into the alligator.
How an elephant got in my pajamas, I'll never know.
Alligator ate him. First off, how long can you live in a swamp?
Apparently, we know
clearly not very long.
Right.
Not that long. I speculated early he killed himself early, and they just had to find his remains. That's what I think he did.
You know who I think would agree with you? Dog the bounty hunter, who said, "Screw this, I'm out."
Oh, really?
Well, he rolled an ankle or something, and he was out.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure we'll have more on it. We don't have it yet. Dr. Fauci says that vaccines for children between the ages of 5 and 11 likely available in the first half of November, which means many kids will be able to get fully vaccinated before the year's end or by the holidays or whatever. Not all parents on board with this. In fact, many of them here in California staged school sit-outs for the kids to protest the mandatory vaccine mandate. And one of the most outspoken groups says, we're not anti-vax, we're anti-vax mandate.
Mm-hmm.
Are schools, or is LAUSD going to mandate the kids are vaccinated?
I think that's. There's 10 vaccinations you have to go to school, and this is being added.
LA's going to mandate everything all the time from this day forward. It's like masks. We're not getting rid of masks. Yeah. It doesn't matter who's vaccinated. It doesn't matter what percentage. You're not going to walk through an airport without a mask.
Right. And now, what country is it? It might be Israel. I feel like they're on the forefront of this, saying, well, you're not fully vaccinated unless you've had a booster.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, you got to get the third to be considered fully vaccinated.
And you can mix them now. It's like a mixologist. I'm going to take a little bit of this and I'll take a little bit of that vax. Like, what is going on?
Mix and match.
When I flew back from Vegas, Southwest, it suspended whatever, as we talk about all the time. They just went, fuck it, no more snacks or whatever.
Oh yeah, everything's done.
I brought my own almonds on the flight.
Yeah, I was wondering
what happened.
Tackle.
I was sitting there eating almonds in my seat, And the stewardess came up to me, the flight attendant came up to me. The flight attendant,
I know.
server, sex worker. I'd rather be called a prostitute than a sex worker. It seems like you're punching in at the sex shop. You know what I mean?
The sex mill?
Going down to the mill. You got to go to the. You got to go to the factory, take it in the ass for 8 hours, punch out again. Like sex worker sounds degrading.
Hey, Shirley, how you doing?
It takes all the fun out of it.
Right.
Well, and back in the day, weren't they called stews?
Oh,
the stewardesses? Just ring for the stew.
Oh, my God.
I was told by the stew if I could pull my mask up, and I was like, well, I'm eating because you have this technical trump card you can play. So I had a sack of smoked almonds in my lap, and she said, one of the passengers feels uncomfortable. And I was like, it is fucking on with the pussies.
Wow.
It is on.
Wow.
It is so fucking on. By the way, how about that one passenger that feels uncomfortable? How about they get counseling?
Right.
How about, why is it up to me?
I know.
Let them go feel uncomfortable
Give
then.
them a second mask.
They feel uncomfortable. I don't. I'm fine.
Wow.
I'm sure that person's
Give the passenger a booster.
double masked, triple vaxxed, but uncomfortable.
No, that's why I
Amazing.
do. I just got back from Amarillo, Texas, and I was like, okay, so they say that you got to bring up the mask right after you sip. So basically, the strangeness of that rule is I had my open water and I had my peanuts too, and I'm like, I'm eating
Like a
and
little
drinking.
chipmunk.
My mask is here.
Yeah. I'm going to start bringing a salt lick onto the plane so I can just constantly have my...
Totally. Does it work?
Licking salt.
If you have blow pops in your mouth, does that count?
Yeah, I don't know. We have to ask Mr. Owl.
That's right.
A one,
a two, a three.
All right.
Well, speaking of that, the Cincinnati Zoo announced that they have vaccinated 80 of their animals so far against COVID. Zoo officials say handlers spent weeks getting the animals comfortable with everything that they would see and feel.
Because they felt like sex workers, and
That's
they were
right.
like, I don't want to bend over.
And then they successfully vaccinated a variety of animals: giraffes, apes, cats, goats, river otters. The animals received 2 doses of the vaccine, which was made specifically for veterinary use. Some animals, like the big cats, have been especially susceptible to COVID. 9 cats at the National Zoo in D.C. have been infected. An unvaccinated lion at the Honolulu Zoo died from COVID. There have also been outbreaks of COVID among gorillas in the San Diego Zoo and the Atlanta Zoo.
It's not a reptile thing, though, right?
They're not warm-blooded.
Doesn't seem to be.
That's just you have to be warm-blooded,
You're going to be a
guess.
mammal, I guess.
I guess.
It'd be funny if CNN changed their tune on the vaccine right away because it started giving it to animals. Oh, now it's an animal medication.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Turns
Why
out
am I taking a
tiger
giraffe
back.
injection?
It's funny.
Isn't that, it was in ketamine, a cat injector? You never know
a
what's
horse
going to
tranquilizer.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Slash
Oh.
I don't know.
drug.
Some people like that.
Then there's, I don't know why it always stuck with me, but Premarin,
What's
Oh,
that?
horse pee.
pregnant
Horse pee.
Mare.
What is
mare.
In
what?
urine.
Pregnant mare urine
Yeah.
that? Is what?
is
It's like a hormone replacement,
Premarin.
right?
Women take it
Like-
for, I don't know.
What women
Premarin-
take it?
Estrogen thing.
To gallop faster.
Yeah. And
I need to do
Premarin
some
was
research. It's real.
Reduce hot flashes or something. Like
So horse pee is going to take care of my menopause.
pregnant horse pee.
Yeah.
But I say you go right to the source.
And
I'm just going to go find myself a pregnant mare.
That's what I'm
just
talking
gonna start
about.
sucking away. I guess. Is that what you do? That's really bizarre. And who found that out? And
yeah,
why?
who was the first person to figure
like,
that
no,
out?
I think I'll have a drink or I'll smoke. No, I'll try some urine.
It's stuck in my head from about 20 years ago because Premarin.
Yeah, it's perfect.
And women.
It's hot flashes and vaginal dryness.
Oh my
Yeah,
God!
I knew
Oh
it.
my God! Oh my God! I feel my next podcast coming on. This is going to be Heather. I hope you're listening. Let's call the horse doctor.
It's still after menopause. Yeah.
Well,
It can prevent
which is funny because
osteoporosis.
the horse has to be pregnant, but you are not ever going to be pregnant again.
That's
so maybe
correct.
that's why it helps you out. It gives you a little bit of pregnancy while you're losing your eggs.
Evens you out.
Also,
Yeah, that's correct.
also treats advanced breast and prostate cancer.
Oh shit!
It's a miracle drug.
Yeah, it's a thing.
I don't
Horse
understand why
paste.
I'm not breeding horses.
All right. This story has gotten a lot of traction in the last couple days, and it's just so good. We're going to watch a 40-second clip of it in a second. But after a very violent week of fighting at a Louisiana school in Shreveport that resulted in 23 arrests at the high school. A group of dads have gotten together to patrol the halls, keep kids on their best behavior. This story gained such traction last week after it was featured on CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell. Here's a 40-second clip of reporter Steve Hartman interviewing the dads and then a couple of the students.
Nobody here has a degree in school counseling. No majors in criminal justice.
Didn't see
Your
that coming.
qualifications are?
We're dads. We decided the best people who can take care of our kids are who? Are us. What we do.
So Michael Lafitte started Dads on Duty,
We're out doing what we do for our babies.
a group of about 40 Southwood dads who now hang out at the school in shifts.
Let's go.
Today, any negative energy that enters the building has to run a gauntlet of good parenting.
What's going on, buddy?
You moving fast. I like that horse.
I immediately felt a form of safety.
Wow.
We stopped fighting, people started going to class.
How could that be?
You ever heard of a look?
A look? Dads have the power to do that?
Yes. Not many people know it, but yes.
So about
Good for
40,
them.
40 dads go and just sort of patrol the school. One of the girls goes, they make these really funny jokes. I went by and he said my shoe was untied and it wasn't. They're so funny.
That's so funny. That's what you built your career on, right? Just some funny jokes like that. Had us
my
laughing, rip-roaring laughter.
First off, if I hung out at my kid's school all day, my daughter would kill herself.
I'm starting to say like,
She would kill
like
herself. She wouldn't make it
pedophiles,
through
like
the
a little.
week.
No, I mean it's strange to say, but isn't the idea that you don't have a bunch of older men hanging out at a school of young? I love what they're doing. Like, good for friggin' them. And but hell no.
Well, as Adam says, you never take the first guy to throw his hand up in the air.
Oh,
They're out. They never really talk about
exactly
the gainful employment either. Like, who's,
And how do they have this time on their hands?
what are they doing all day?
Yes, maybe they should be going
wandering
to
the
class.
halls?
Like,
yeah.
it just is.
All right, but it is, we have this weird thing, and it's like, I've been saying on Loveline, look, all the problems in the world just sort of emanate from the dads, and the dads not being there, and intact families and broken families, and everything's a fucking mess. So we do get it, like, oh, the dads show up, and then the peace reigns in,
all the
and
kids
all
feel
the
better.
kids feel more safe and better and secure and whatever. Yeah, that at home too.
Right.
All the randomness, all the violence, all the shit we're always wringing our hands over. Yeah, dads stay home, take care of the kids, raise the family.
Yeah.
I bet you we put a nice big dent in whatever it is we hate in our society.
Right.
'Cause
Certainly.
yeah, we know it. It becomes some sort of racial issue. Politicians, third rail. No one's going to get into it. But in a world where we're always, it's a weird thing because we always talk about all the satellites that are in the orbit of the dad planet. We go, substance abuse and daycare and who's taking care of it. A lot of these moms have to work 3 jobs. They can't take care of their kids.
Why?
They don't have the money to make ends meet. A lot of these people grow up with, food insecurities. It's like, all could be solved if dad would hang out, create a little stable family, pay the taxes. Oh, the gangbangers. These kids are joining gangs at 12. Look, Another good thing, dad.
Right.
Never talk about the dad part. That's what's always the satellite shit. By the way, as if that ever puts a dent. What program could ever really put a dent in not having a dad? You know what I mean? Is there enough counselors?
Enough after-school activities?
After-school activities? Could we get Jeff Bezos donate enough school supplies to the district for not having a dad?
You mean like is there a solution that could come in that said you don't need the fathering?
Well, it's a kind of an interesting inflection point we're at this point because we're sort of fighting against the unit while we're having all these problems that are caused by the broken unit, and then we're explaining you don't need this. It's a village. Everyone can join in. We'll do community policing. We don't need this patriarchy or whatever. But you're kind of fighting against what is. And they never make that argument for it in the animal kingdom. They don't do it with other animals. You need the dad. The dad's gone. The chicks will starve, or whatever the math is. It'd just be nice to steer it a little. I mean, here's a good example. Good dads. There you go. Now let's just apply that math universally. What if the kids
when we are protecting our children and keeping them safe, then good things happen. It's not that complicated in understanding.
All the kids that are throwing down in the quad I'll bet you a large percentage of those kids don't have a dad
would-
to discipline and to
That's
keep them
exactly-
safe and to
yes.
secure and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, all right, it's enough of me.
Give him the look.
So more of
Give him a
those.
look.
Look. Friend of the show, Jeremy Piven, some bad news. His home was burglarized, and the thief or thieves got away with $20,000 worth of clothing.
What? Somebody stole his clothes? No, somebody stole his
Yeah,
clothes?
which you don't hear a lot from men that there's
I would have
$20,000
to
worth.
have-
That Versace, man. They took my Versace
That's
shirt.
right. Just the
come on.
one.
Well, that could happen to me if there's such a thing as a $14,000 clothes hanger. There's no way I'd have to have a couple of those.
Right. Like your favorite, the $6,000
The
burger.
martini,
with
that's
the gold
$11,000
shavings. Yeah,
with
right.
a diamond in it.
Right. The Entourage star was out of town when burglars broke through a window in his LA home. Police are investigating, but so far no arrests.
Sounds like a friend who likes his clothes.
That's right. Piven's rep says to TMZ, it's unfortunate when high-profile celebrities are a target of home robberies when traveling. Jeremy was out of town at the time doing
It's
stand-up.
worse for celebrities. It's worse for the celebrities when they're out of town than any
Yes.
other normal human being.
That's why.
And
Like,
athletes,
it's-
yeah.
Well, and that's what I learned from my mother, even when she was here for my wedding. So it was clear that she was going to be out of town. No. Never post you're out of town. It doesn't matter if you're Marlis in Kansas or Jeremy Piven.
Yeah, but
The range of human beings.
Yeah, right.
but he's got his
Shove all
dates.
those
He's got
clothes
his-
into a
He's
safe.
got his live dates.
he
you
was
know,
touring in
so
the UK.
We can do the math.
Right.
So are we looking for a guy about Jeremy's size?
You'd think so.
Or were they girls' clothing? What are we really looking at?
That's a very good question.
Oh, he's single, right?
Yeah, I think he is single, he told us.
Ever hook up with Piven?
Lie. I have not hooked up with Piven. He was on Ellen DeGeneres' show, though,
that's right.
those many years ago. So I did have some interaction with him, and he's a super guy.
Look, here's how
Everyone
we do.
can change their reputation.
Sure.
Here's how we do this.
Yes. What?
When you don't want to speak ill of people.
No, I don't. I said he was a super guy. I didn't
Yeah, you
speak
just
ill
go,
at all. And I
Jeremy-
know that I'm an actress, so I can change my tone. He's super.
You say his name twice. You go, Jeremy's Jeremy.
Jeremy's Jeremy.
There
I
you
love
go.
that. You know what? I'm going to
That's how
take
you
that
do it.
wisdom with me.
Just
Thank you
say
for that.
the
I
name
like
twice.
to talk about what we can take away from every interview we do. And
Don't
you know
say
what?
it 3 times or Candyman's going to show up.
But exactly, I'm going to get some clothes stolen.
You say the person's name twice. That's Hollywood code for the dude's a dude.
I did not know that, and I appreciate the learning.
Now, when you're talking,
Adam.
here's the other code.
Yes, Adam.
When you're talking to a lover on the phone, or you know,
When has that been? It's been quite a while for
It's
me.
been a
Adam.
while?
Yeah,
All right.
I know you're married. But go ahead.
You
What do you say
talk-
to a lover on the phone, just in case I ever get one?
When the person says to you, "will do" for the third
Will
time,
do.
it means they want off. They want to hang up.
Yeah,
That's
wrap
it.
it up.
Gotta wrap it up.
You've been on a phone with
do.
a lover long enough to he'll will do 3
No,
times.
I've heard Dr. Drew say it to his crazy wife 1,000 times in the back
Will
of a
do.
car. Yeah, will
Will
do.
do.
All right.
Will do. All right.
And
Will
if,
do.
if they tuck in a, oh, then I'll see you then.
Okay.
That's we're getting on.
And please
Wrap it
tell
up.
Ann how you intervened.
I yell. I grabbed the phone from him and yelled. He doesn't want to talk anymore. And I hung up.
Hung up.
Well,
It was bugging you so much that your friend couldn't get off the phone.
No,
your
I did
partner
that.
had been in crime for how long?
Oh, wait,
You
sorry.
guys-
Was that the patient?
That was the patient.
Yeah,
That-
sorry.
Wait,
I
what-
have done it to Drew's
This is
wife
worse.
too. Drew was talking to one of his elderly patients
Oh,
while we
no.
were on the road.
Oh, no.
And she's like 89, you know, and he was like, "You have got to go check yourself. You have to go to the hospital. You must see a doctor." And then he would like pause and go, right, but that's why you have to go to the doctor. And he'd like pause a little more and go, "No, warm compress is not going, you need to find a ride, but you need to," this fucking conversation
It
went on
wasn't
for
his mother?
28 minutes.
Nope.
I just grabbed the phone and went, "Go to the
Yeah.
fucking hospital,
Yeah.
bitch. I can't take this anymore."
Yeah. Did
He's
she-
told you 25 times to go to the hospital. You've
Do it.
got to go.
Yeah.
He's your doctor.
Did she?
I have no
We'll
fucking
never
idea.
I need to follow up on this, along with the horse pee. Just let me know. I have 2 things to check in about next week.
All
Did the
right.
lady get to the hospital?
Let me do a quick spot here for Marshall headphones. Marshall rock stages worldwide for over half a century, and now you can carry this legacy and enhance your musical experience. Nothing's been compromised while expanding Marshall's amps heritage of big stage performance to individual enjoyment of music with Marshall's headphones and speakers. I have one in my hand.
Holding like a
very
Bluetooth
cool.
speaker modeled after a Marshall amp.
Substantial.
That's
It's got heft.
really cool looking.
Yes. Do not let cords get in the way of your journey. DJ Khaled doesn't let cords get in the way of his journey. Grab a portable Bluetooth speaker from Marshall, the Eberton compact portable speaker with loud and vibrant sound. Only Marshall can deliver durable 20 hours plus of playtime and beautiful design, compact size. Bring it with you to the next party. Comes in forest green, black and brass and cream as well. It's Marshall headphones, right, Dawson?
Get your own portable speaker today at MarshallHeadphones.com. Use code Corolla15 for 15% off any portable speaker at MarshallHeadphones.com.
Well, I think this is probably mostly for Brian, but I could be wrong. Halloween coming up, and there's another costume that you're going to want to get before you can no longer get it. Halloween in Flavortown. If you're still looking for a costume, you want to declare yourself the mayor of Flavortown, Guy Fieri has everything you need. We have a picture of it. The Food Network star and restaurant owner is now selling a Guy Fieri costume on his official website. Yep. It includes a matching button-up shirt and shorts, a visor with a replica wig, sunglasses, and face paint.
What's the face paint?
Maybe get that nice
Blonde
tan.
beard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, a little 5 o'clock shadow.
Wow.
It's a good looking outfit.
He's got the goatee, right? Doesn't he have like a bleached goatee?
Yeah, I think so. So you want to get on
You
that
didn't think
quickly.
that was for me? You were going to say that was mostly for Brian? Or you don't think that just makes me so happy that I'm going to be that on Halloween?
I apologize. I think you could pull this off admirably.
Thank you. I like the wig part.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Anne's a better actress than I am. She could certainly pull off Guy Fieri.
Oh, absolutely.
More
We're all jealous of him, right?
Absolutely.
An easy target, but we're all jealous, right?
Oh my God, who is the comedian? I bring this up maybe
I
once every
know.
couple of years. I love that bit. He did it on
Yes.
Conan, and basically he was like, "Why do we all hate Guy Fieri? He employs people. He's a
incredibly
great guy.
charitable.
Yeah, but we all treat him, and he does this whole thing, and he goes, but we all treat him like he's another member of Nickelback. And by the way, what did
Why did we hate
Nickelback ever do?
Well, we'll get the bit. We'll get the bit
It's
for
great.
Shane Torres, but what Guy Fieri, I'll tell you why he annoys us.
Yeah.
It's like people that stand too close to you, like when you're at the sink and you turn around, like, what are we doing here?
Yep.
He's in your space.
A little in your
Every time.
face.
I just got back from the Burbank airport, whole Guy Fieri
Right.
kiosk.
Oh,
sure, I was
you
gonna
know.
say.
I've gone to deep cut Hungarian restaurants on the south side of Detroit, the big poster,
Big
Guy
picture of
Fieri
Guy.
in there. Open the bathroom stall.
Yeah.
There's Guy Fieri. Like, it's just he's on us.
Yeah.
He's too much, and the familiarity is breeding contempt. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, I don't feel like I can escape his.
It's aggressive.
He's got a gravitational. Like,
Yeah.
you go to the airport, he's there. You go to the restaurant, he's there. You go to the casino, he's there. Like, he's so ubiquitous.
Ubiquity, yeah. Like just him being everywhere.
Did you?
Total market saturation.
I watched one of these little like behind the scenes thing, and it was funny the way you can apparently, according to the show, you can tell if Guy Fieri does not like your food while he's on camera. Instead of going like, "Oh God, is there more of this?" He'll just start describing ingredients.
I've seen
you got
that.
the peppers in there, and you
Salty.
added some cheese.
That's like him repeating a name.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
you definitely understand he doesn't like the food if he starts naming the ingredients.
Exactly.
Adam.
We got the bit. I think we got the bit
I
ready.
love this bit.
I love this
Can
bit too.
someone please explain to me what the hell Guy Fieri ever did to anyone? Y'all know who I'm talking about, the celebrity chef? People shit on that dude all the time. And as far as I can tell, all he ever did was follow his dreams. Do you understand? People are horrible to a television personality, and he didn't do anything wrong. Here's what
That's how I
he did
feel.
do, America. He started a company where he hires everybody. He pays more than minimum wage. He gives health benefits before he has to. He has a nonprofit where he gives pretzel making machines to schools so they can fundraise. I know that one sounds like I made it up, but I swear to Christ, it's true. He works with Special Olympics athletes, and if you need a little more sugar with this medicine, he also officiated a gay wedding. Yeah. But because he has flames on his shirt, everybody shits all over this dude like he's a member of Nickelback. And by the way, what the hell did Nickelback ever do?
Funny bit.
Should have gone more laughs.
Like, I was like patient zero with the cancellation culture. I'm going to go along there. What did I ever do? What did I ever do? I'm gonna start sticking up for this guy. He gets shit on for just following his dreams.
Yeah.
I'm with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he single? Adam?
I don't know. You guys go to the same colorist. Why not ask?
Yes.
Why not ask your
yes,
colorist?
It's very well. You know what? I will.
Says, give me the NH. She's like, give me the Guy Fieri.
All right, one more, Gina Graham.
All right, let's see what we got here. Well, you know, we're pretty fancy on this show, and we did just get to do this really cool whiskey tasting thing, and we do wines here. And Adam, you're going to have to step up your game in the wine department because you are now competing with Grey Poupon. They have a wine now, according to winemakers.
Mustard?
La Moutarde Vin. The wine mustard is celebration of white wine used in the beloved condiments, one-of-a-kind Dijon recipe, it says. The wine is not only made with mustard seeds, there are actual mustard seeds in the bottle, and even though it's supposed to be a joke, they really are pushing this for Thanksgiving, so people will bring that to the Thanksgiving meal. GreyPouponWine.com.
I have never watered down mustard myself and drank in it, but I mean, it's what a good idea.
Fermented it.
Yeah.
La Moutarde Vin.
I got so much.
I'm going to call it Moutarde from here on out.
I got so much mileage out of that stupid commercial they had back in the day. That's
excuse
all we
me.
did.
Yeah.
Pardon me. We do that in junior high, you know, sitting at a bench next to someone, roll the window down.
Now you're going to be asking for Moutarde Vin.
Yeah.
There was no. It always strikes me because we were so bereft of entertainment that we had to just mock commercials or reenact commercials. Like there wasn't even enough good TV shows.
Yeah.
Where's the
Maybe
beef?
it's under the pickle.
Yeah, it was a big deal. And that Grey Poupon, which by the way was way too rich for the Corolla's blood. Oh, by the way, what would we put it on? We didn't have meat. There's nothing to put
Brown
it on.
bread.
We had brown rice.
That's like you in Outback Steakhouse. You never had Grey Poupon. You either were, it was too pricey or you wouldn't touch the stuff. Yeah.
Yes. And there was also always the controversy with Jimmy and Goldens versus Gouldens, the pronunciation of the mustard.
Yeah.
He would say Gouldens, I think. I would say Goldens.
I always thought it was Goldens.
Well, it's spelled that way, but he was like
You
an
say
East,
potato and I say golden.
was it an East Coast, West Coast thing?
I never heard of it.
You never heard the Gouldens versus Goldens?
I never heard that debate. I was left out of that one. I didn't have TV or radio though, so wasn't listening.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
Spicy brown mustard in like a
it's like-
triangular.
It's spelled
it has a
Goldens.
Right. But I think they had the yellow too.
Can I come to your mustard tasting? Thank you.
We have the Grey Poupon
good.
commercial just because.
Why not?
Just why not?
Pardon me. Would you have any Grey Poupon?
Oh, God.
But of course.
And then he drives off, leaving him.
Grey Poupon, one of life's finer
I wonder if they have three different versions of the wine.
Well, and this is also a vestige of the past because the whole joke was you're physically rolling down your window.
Right.
Yeah, and the guy had just enough accent to make it fun for the 13-year-olds.
Pardon me.
By the way, that was our version of rich people. It's not.
Yeah, just a couple of dudes being chauffeured in their Rolls Royces.
Yeah,
in the
they're
middle of
eating a steak sandwich.
Right.
Right.
All right, let's bring
That
it
was
home,
not our
Gina
upbringing,
Graham.
Adam. That was not us.
No. I'm Gina Grad, and that's the news.
Where are the cars, you fucking assholes?
That was the news with Gina Grad.
Well, here's where the wiper blades are. Trico.
Oh, today's a
Thank
Trico
you.
day.
Oh, yeah.
Over today. Boy, it is raining out there. You need your Trico wiper blades. They've been ahead of Mother Nature since they started back in 1917. Yes.
You know what I realized in real time today? People think about the front wiper blades, of course. Replace your back wiper blade
yeah.
with the Trico because you haven't used that thing in 2.5 years. All of a sudden, and it's smudge everywhere.
Yeah. Get them done and do it with Trico, man. Whatever the weather, Trico maintains maximum windshield contact. No matter what your driving habits, you'll always find the right wiper blade for your vehicle. And you go to Trico. By the way, the future of wipers since, again, 1917. You want to find a store near you and see the latest offers. And again, get it before it starts raining because it's on now. TricoCatsAndDogs.com is where you go. That is TricoCatsAndDogs.com. Oh, we got a Goulden commercial where it pronounces it Goulden.
Oh,
The
good.
subtlest one throw.
We don't have it queued up. I just watched it on my own, and they said Goulden.
So Jimmy's right. It's not Goulden's.
Did it have like an umlaut or something?
I think.
Yeah, like
Yeah, like Motley Crue.
Right.
I call it demand castle. When you go in, you blame somebody else for what you don't have or want. So whether or not it's like I'm going out on my first date, I'm getting ready, blah, blah, blah. We walk into that first date and go like, you don't like my ass? Are you looking at my ass? You looking at my tits? What are you looking at? You don't like this? We shame somebody into not liking us before we even enter a room. We're like, I don't want you to date me. Okay, bye. All I did was like, look at your ass.